Well, we're gonna do the 10,000 mile review on the truck. She just hit 10,000. Well, not just hit. We're at 10,778. See, that message still pops up. I don't know what his deal is. Let me scroll over because I got it off. Was it in settings, I believe? Info page. Yeah, it's off. Still shows it. I mean, I haven't had any codes or any more, you know, it hasn't given me any problems. And I pulled it off, it's clean. But yeah, took the truck on a, what was it, 1,600 mile trip. And it was getting 15, but I drove around town a couple times since I've been back. So it definitely, that cold air intake definitely improved it by almost 2 miles per gallon on the highway. But yeah, 10,000 mile review. I haven't had any issues with this thing since the back glass leak, but you know, I fixed that myself. And I also want to say thanks for the 200 subs. Just hit 200 subs. Well, 209, I believe, last time I checked. 208. This thing finally got a bath again. But yeah, man, as far as the truck goes, 10,000 miles, I haven't had any more issues out of this thing. Like I say, the only issue that I had was the back glass, and that's been fixed for about 5 months now. And the tires, they got, I don't know, I think they got about 5K miles on them now. And I mean, they're still, I mean, I don't know if you can tell, but they still look brand new. I mean, there's some, I mean, they still got the nipples on them on the sides. I think that one on the passenger side I was looking at, it still has the piece of rubber from where they were manufactured. I mean, they're still good. No issues out of them. And I went ahead and got this priced. Get the lower valence there with the fog lights painted white. The one on the antenna, the satellite antenna on the top. The mirrors. Dude said, I think, what was it, $950 to paint it? And I'm thinking about getting these painted white as well on the back tire here. And I don't know about these pieces. I know I want to white the truck out as much as possible. I know I seen one guy actually have his bed liner. What the freak, where'd that pine cone come from? Had his bed liner white as well. I'm not going that far though. But yeah, truck's been good. Hadn't had any more issues out of it as far as that. So if you are on the market for a truck, I recommend it. Just make sure the back glass doesn't leak. That's the only thing that I've had an issue with. The blue truck, I had the 19. I did feel some slips in the transmission, like it would jerk real bad. This one, I haven't had no problems out of it. It hasn't had any issues with jumping and jerking. I actually took it down the Current River and climbing hills with this thing, and it did great. And two-wheel drive, I couldn't believe it. But it did great. Lift kit, haven't had any issues out of it. The only thing that's still getting me is the light about the intake. That's the only thing that I need to get fixed, or you know, take it to get the code cleared. That way I ain't gotta worry about it coming back on. This thing needs a bath on the inside. Freaking rubbed down. Freaking dirty. But yeah, no issues out of the truck. I think it took, I want to say, close to $200 to get from North Carolina to Missouri. The worst part was honestly the mountains, because of the downshifting and upshifting. You couldn't run cruise control. Well, I don't run cruise control anyways in the mountains. I don't think you're supposed to. And the only thing I would say about these tires, if anybody are interested in getting some, you're gonna have a bumpy ride. I get so many rocks on these tires, and it makes these things jump, especially the back ones. The front ones, it usually just slings them and, you know, just knocks my paint off the side of the truck. Look at that freaking rock chip, rock chip, rock chip, rock chip, rock chip, rock chip. Look at this, the whole freaking thing's about to come off of this. Freaking rock chip. But hey, it is what it is. I mean, what can you expect with big old beefy tires? Oh, here's a better angle. You can get a good view of it with the sun hitting it. because you really can't see the rock chips from here. But this side is horrible. Let me see how many we got now. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, G, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30. 30 rock chips, and the truck's only got 10,000 miles. Would you imagine that? I bet I got about 20 of them from the Current River, because over in Missouri, it ain't nothing but freaking gravel roads and paths. And if anybody's ever been in the Current River, you know what I'm talking about. But yeah, it's just about time for another oil change on her. I think this is gonna be the 3rd or 4th. And I usually just do it myself. I don't trust taking it to people. But yeah, like I said before, thanks for the 200 subs. And I am looking for another truck. So if anybody knows where one is, a cheap, either a Ford or Chevy, like a 95 to 2004. I don't care if it needs work. I'd rather have something that I can fix and, you know, make videos on YouTube for, rather than something that don't need any work done to it. Because like I say, you know, I mean, with this one, I'm still trying to decide what I want to do to it next. Like I went ahead and canceled the order on the coilovers because they were going to take too long to get here. I know a lot of people have been saying Rough Country's got them back in stock. Oh yeah, and the control arms. The stock ones, I haven't had any issues. A lot of people have been saying that they break. Nah. I mean, I haven't had any issues. I mean, if I do, it's gonna be bad news, but I think if I go with the Rough Country coilovers, I'm gonna do, I already got the Rough Country control arms, so I think I might just do those for now. I'm not sure. But if anybody's got any suggestions on what I should do next to this thing, just leave a comment in the comment section. But I think that's gonna do it for this video. If you enjoyed the video, like and subscribe.